first cousin. He was very active with the unions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He promoted the unions when
Yeah.
they were trying to get better benefits for the mines and all that. He stuck his head out. And Santos is gonna. Let me see if I can find something. This is my family here. Is my dad and my mom. And then
What was your dad's name?
Agripino Garcia Munoz. He's the I mentioned my grandfather, born in 1875. That's his oldest son, born in 1900.
Wow.
And this is my mother, Guadalupe Bonilla.
Bonilla.
Bonilla, and then of course she took the name Munoz.
Yeah.
And this is my sister Bertha.
Yeah.
And then this is my brother Al. He became a very well-known football coach. He was the boxing commissioner in the state of Arizona. And this is my brother-in-law. Now he's a Español, Sanchez.
See?
And that's her sister, otra Española. We're mixed with Españoles, you know.
Hey, Sammy,
Yeah,
who's this guy here?
that's not I'll let you handle that, okay? Because you know more about it. Yeah, just I'll just since you're here, I'll show mine.
Oh, your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle. I can't find it.
He's a colonel.
He was the mayor of South Tucson.
Oh, really? Of South Tucson?
Yeah, for a while. He was in Panama during the war.
Yeah?
He was in charge of the espionage and the locks there in the canal zone. And then later, he was the commander-in-chief of all the prisoners in Florence. When they brought the Italian prisoners, the Germans, he was in charge of all of them. And the German prisoners, the officers, under the Geneva Convention, you're not allowed to send us to the cotton fields. Is that so? You get out there right now. You let us. I mean, I'm telling you. Well, we'll come back. That's his daddy. Is that your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. I want to show you these pictures. I don't know if I can find something.
I don't think he's with military people.
No,
I
he's
think I
not.
got him with your
Yeah, I know that.
So is this book from families, prominent families from Miami?
I went to Miami 4 months.
4 months
Maybe 5 months.
researching.
The library, and it came on the paper that I was going to be there.
Yeah.
And people should come so I can interview them and take the picture. And they would bring their pictures and put that together for Arcadia Publishing.
Jeez.
I still get royalties. The other day I got a royalty.
These are all Latinas, believe it or not. They don't
See?
Todas son Latinas.
Yeah.
This is my sister. Right here. See, eran Latinas. They ran for the queen of the Catholic, whatever.
La las reinas.
Oh yeah, your sister there.
Yeah. Parecen gringas, pero son mexicanas.
You know what? But he's looking for that. I just want to tell you that all my writing that I do it first for the Lord
Yeah, yeah.
to promote goodness and love.
I read.
Hopefully that people get inspired the right way.
Yeah.
Then I do it for my people so that people can know more about their
Our own history, yes.
This is my first
Yeah.
cousin. Look at all the awards
he?
he got in the war. He was in the war in the Southern Pacific, in the Aleutian Islands. Rodolfo Barcon, Yofo, we call him Yofo. Yofo.
El piojo.
No, eso no. No piojo.
No piojo.
No, Yofo. No, él no tenía piojos. La familia nosotros no tenemos piojos. Éramos familia muy limpia
Muy limpias.
y muy noble. Damn right. We were not piojosos. We were very clean people.
Sammy, you want me to help you find this picture?
Yeah, can you find it?
Yeah, I'll look for it. Go ahead and tell.
No, go ahead and find it. Tucson, Mayor, South Tucson. This is my tío Amalio. These are from the Munoz clan. The Munozes from Their ancestral home is Aguascalientes.
Oh.
This is where they were from, the original family. They were all born there.
Aguascalientes.
Son del estado de Aguascalientes,
Aguascalientes.
Mexico. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes.
Sí.
Yeah.
And this is my dad. This is my dad here. He was going to go to war when the war ended, World War I. And this is Amalio here. See, in the
The 1919s,
yeah,
World War One.
yeah.
Yeah.
And these are my aunts on my mom's side. Las tías. Las Bonillas.
Bonillas.
Bonillas. So anyway, can you
Yeah,
find that
interesting.
basketball picture that you put up in the 19?
It's in the sports area.
Where is it? Sports in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, this is me in high school. Number 11.
Number 11.
Yeah, that's me.
Wow, look at you.
16 years old. 1953. Have to show me your family, huh? Now we're gonna.
What is it?
This picture.
Oh yeah? Tell me why.
Let me tell you why. This is a picture of the team in Miami that won the championship title in Arizona, 1951. And 3 or 4 of these guys here are over here in grade school. And this is a humble janitor that was allowed by the principal to coach them.
Oh.
His name was Fernando Romero. And,
You know-
Fernando Romero.
Yes.
And I wanted to make a point that these kids that Fernando taught the principles and techniques of basketball later went, and this coach, great coach, Coach Cavisto, polished them up and finished training them, and they won the state title. But where did they get to start? In a segregated school taught by Fernando.
Wow.
And I don't tell that story to nobody, but the people that know the connection, I say, I hope they have the brains to make a connection.
Yes.
See, I was at JV. I was playing university. I was their opening act.
Yeah.
I knew them. I went to school with them. So I was in the junior varsity. We played the first game, and then they played because I was
The main one.
2 years younger
Right.
than they were. You know.
Right.
But the point is that Fernando Romero, I knew him well, he was a handsome Mexicano. Damn, he was Hollywood handsome. He went to war and got hit. On the jaw. When he came back, he was all disfigured. Beautiful looks, you know. So they hired him to work there at that school. And he took it upon himself to coach. He was a janitor. I'm going to coach these Mexican kids. But eventually they became one of the greatest teams ever.
Yeah.
There's quite a story behind that, you know. Santos, I'm glad you put them together.
Yeah, that was great. I think Chris Marine sent an article. It was written about the group, the team.
Yeah, she later wrote a story and submitted it to sports magazine
Yes,
or something.
yeah.
And she got published.
Right,
On the
right.
on the story of the Miami Vandals.
Exactly, the Miami Vandals. Yes.
But that idea of the Miami Vandals had to start with this guy named Peña, Sonny Peña, who did a book called the Miami Vandals. That didn't go anywhere, but it was at our bookstore. Remember, and I always said this: Sonny Peña should have gotten credit in any publication or anything that comes out called Miami Vandals, because as far as I know, he's started it.
No,
the idea.
no, that's not true. I did.
Okay, Sammy Munoz.
No, I don't know.
Sammy
Well,
Munoz.
go with what he had to say, but that's not true.
Well, I don't want to be telling fibs to my friend
He's
here.
not a fib.
I want to. It's
not a
from
fib.
my perspective. That fixes it.
Okay.
From my perspective, Sonny Peña, and I didn't see Sammy's his name there, but what he meant was that he made a book of himself called the Miami. What was the title?
The Mighty Vandals.
The Mighty Vandals. So in that way regard, he's got to start ahead of Sonny Peña with a name, the
No.
Miami Vandals.
Okay, let me.
And, wait a minute, and then the playwright James Garcia from Phoenix, he made a play called the Miami Vandals. He did 2 times. And then Christine wrote her article
Right.
on the Miami Vandals. And I wanted to see credit there given to Sonny Peña, which wasn't right, wasn't given.
No, you from your perspective, you're okay. But I have my story.
Let's hear, Sammy.
You go down to Miami, Arizona, and go to the museum, and you'll see a book called The Summer of '53, the William Plaza story, the years of segregation. That came first. And that team is mentioned there by Samuel Munoz. It's right there. I can show it to you. I donated that book to the museum. I met with James Garcia, the playwright.
Yes.
First man to meet with him, and I gave him that book. He saw my publication, and later on he wrote, from there he wrote The Mighty Vandals. Now in credit to what Santos says, at the same time, and he's true, what he says is true, Sonny Peña had compiled every single article. You cannot imagine what this man did. He's right. Every single article that appeared on the Mighty Miami Vandals, he painstakingly put them together, compiled them.
Oh.
Beautiful book. And he is right. He should have been credited more than he was. And he's sick right now. And that James Garcia should have credited. So Santos is right. I don't deny Santos' story. But I want to give you my account that the playwright originally got it for my book, and so did Christine Marin. But the impact came not from me, because I just mentioned it. James Garcia. But the entire impact of that came from what Santos is saying. That is a fabulous, book. Sonny Peña.
Oh.
Sonny Peña was in high school and he played against the Vandals, the team from Miami, and he got to know about this fabulous, legendary team. And he said, "I got to do something about it." He's from Tulsa. He met with me. So Sammy, I got to meet with him, and I talked to him 3 different times. And I gave him a little background. I played with the Vandals in the same gym. I traveled with them. I grew up with them. I knew them intimately. But this isn't told, That's okay. I'm nobody. but I
But the history should be corrected.
You're somebody in my book.
See?
Right. You see why we get all mixed up with all the history?
Yes.
But we're all right, like the 7-man of Hindustan when they took the elephant. Remember that story? The 7 men of Hindustan?
No.
They were blind. One grabbed the trunk, and he thought, well, this is the elephant like a snake.
Yeah.
One grabbed the tail. Well, he's like this, the trunk, the legs are like tree trunks.
Right.
They all have their own interpretation
of what the part that we're
what
getting.
the elephant's like. They were all right in their own way, but as a whole, they were all wrong.
Yes.
So I'm wrong, and maybe he's wrong.
y voy